Why does it matter? What are you doing about it? Constantly being evaluated. 2 summers ago, I worked at a camp called Camp Aquahunga, and I've worked at it ever since. My boss was one of those people who would always read health books for physical reasons, for mental reasons. He'd go up to you and he'd spout some nonsense about why you should be a vegetarian, and the next day you'd see him eating meat. But one of my favorite things about him is he always cared about making us into better staff members, into making us into better people overall. He used to spout out random quotes, and one that ended up really sticking with me was one from Stephen Richards, which is, "You are essentially who you create yourself to be, and everything that occurs in your life is a product of your own choices." To me, that really hit home, and it impacted who I am today. Constantly being evaluated. He told me that I needed to inquire about my shortcomings, that I needed to improve myself, that I needed to impart my knowledge onto those around me, and I needed to make an impact in their lives. Constantly being evaluated. The picture behind me is the lake in which I work. We would swim in that lake. I would teach kids how to sail. I teach kids how to row. I'd also nap a lot. You can see the 2 hammocks in the background. I would always get yelled at by him because for us, we worked a 16-hour workday. According to the director of the camp on our closing report for 2018, he stated that 25% of his staff worked 16 hours a day, 6 days a week. I being one of them, and the rest of the staff worked 11 hours for 75%. 75% of the staff worked 11 hours a week for 6 days a week. So you can imagine how upsetting it is when you're sleeping in your hammock and all of a sudden your boss walks up to you, shouts in your face, "Constantly being evaluated." Really, really annoying, especially if you haven't slept in like 3 days. So we would all get together, we talk about what we need to improve about ourselves. Every single day, we'd sit down, we'd eat, we would try and make sure that we weren't defeated, and we would repeat the process. So every day brought a new struggle, every day brought something new, and at the end of every week, we would say, "This isn't the end, this is just take 1. We're starting take 2. We did that 8 times till we finished with the best thing that we could. Constantly being evaluated. You are constantly evaluating yourselves. We are constantly being evaluated by the people around us. So I want you guys to take away that you need to do better, that you need to be better, and you need to pass it on to the next generation.